my power!
Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. So what I got for you guys playing in the background is me doing the cleaver, because I am not gonna lie, I got to the baseball bat trying to do dark spine. That 2-hit melees should not exist. Hot take me if you want. Sand rage baiting, they do not need to be a 2-shot. Did y'all like that little intro clip? Bro started spraying my body. I wasn't being toxic, I wasn't nothing. I'm just running around doing the kills, getting the special challenges done. Bro, I had to get revenge, man. I had to. Let's take a look real quick. We're here to talk about Verdansk and people's complaints so far. Let's take a look at this dark spine chart I made. It's so lovely and creative. Let's look at it together. All right, I am at 20 of 33 weapons dark spine with the cleaver done today. That would be 21. I've done 3 of the ARs, being the AK-74, the XM4, and I think that's the AIMs. SMGs are basically done. Shotguns, both of the base shotguns are done. LMGs, the base 3, done. I think of the LMGs, my favorite's probably the XMG, not gonna lie. It just kind of rips. Snipers, bro, let me tell y'all something. Getting these triple kills with snipers has been the most, been more pissed off in my life. But the only one I have done is the frost line. Marksman, of course, you know, I did the SWAT 556 because it has the new barrel attachment that turns into the growl. That one was easy. Done. Put her on the board. And then the Tarscarv, whatever. I did all of the pistols except for the GS45. Why? I don't know. I thought I did it, but I didn't. And I haven't touched the launchers or the other melees. You're seeing the melee I'm doing right here, right now today. That's our progress so far. Last time y'all saw this little chart, it literally had 3 on there. It had the knife, a pistol, and I think a shotgun. Anyway, let's talk about why we are here at being Verdansk. Verdansk has been out for, I don't know, a week or so at this point, probably a little longer. And the dust is starting to settle. The nostalgia is mainly flooding away from most people, especially the ones that play the game all the day. Its cracks are showing. A lot of it is stuff that I had mentioned people were probably going to complain about. Everyone knows that there is a lack of armor plates on the map, a lack of money, people having to do contracts to get more money, which I don't think is that big of a deal, like having to do contracts. But thinking, what do I know? I barely touch Warzone. So besides the plates and lack of money, do y'all want to take a guess at probably coming in second what the most complained thing was? And it's not a joke. Like, I have receipts from a tweet. It's from, okay, so this stems from a Modern Warzone tweet. Modern Warzone put out a tweet. It says, what is the biggest problems on Warzone Verdansk right now? So this is replies to that tweet. So this is where I'm getting this information from, and just from those comments, what is probably the second most complained thing. I'm surprised it's this actually, but drumroll. It's aim assist. Yes, aim assist is probably the most bitched about thing on that thread. I'm not even kidding. Besides the obvious, here we got Todd, I don't know, Watt. He says aim assist, controller players aren't required to aim and or track their targets. With the lower TTK, the aim assist lock on needs to be delayed, or aim assist needs to be nerfed by 50%. As an ambidextrous Call of Duty player now, I can agree the aim assist is kind of must. And they don't even notice it, but it helps good players be bad, and they think that they're not getting aim assist or their aim assist don't do that. It does. You just don't realize how much it's actually doing for you. Turn off your aim assist and go in a game and see if you're even remotely close to what you think your skill capability is, because I guarantee you it's not. And then we got High Man, which I ain't gonna lie, you got some sus clips, bro, but he says aim assist as well. So guys, there's one thing we're gonna have to learn about in Call of Duty, is that they're not gonna nerf aim assist, because I'd be willing to bet 80% of their players are on consoles, which means majority of their player base are casual players, which is the majority of gaming in general. So when you see TTV people complain about casuals and stuff, like, that's the majority of people who play games. That's the majority of people that watch you, is just casual everyday people that get to enjoy the game for a couple hours here and there. They're not gonna nerf it, man. They're not. They might try and tweak it like they did in Black Ops 6, but they're never gonna nerf aim assist. The majority of their people play on controller. I guess dev studio that I know that nerfed aim assist was Apex Legends, and that was on PC but not on console. Console aim assist is 0.6. When you were playing PC, it was 0.4, so it's 0.2. Anyway, point being, they're never gonna nerf it. Paul's got a long-winded one here. Let's go. Let's look at it. Aim assist is too strong. No one misses a single bullet on controller. They do, bro. I can vouch. If you miss one on MEK, you're dead. That is very true too, especially in close range situations when it's SMG fight. If you miss at all, you are dead. Forget about it. Go back to the lobby. If y'all want to guess what probably the third most complained about thing is, at least on that post, I'm not saying overall on the internet, at least on that post, it is the one-shot snipers and the time to kill. On Warzone did a poll with, it says almost 18,000 people participated. It says, is the updated TTK in Verdansk too fast? Do you think you died too fast in Warzone? I think it's funny he called it updated. I think it's more like reverted, because updated would mean immediately got changed. It just got reverted back. So updated, I don't think it's quite the right word there. But anyway, yes, 52% of the people that took this poll think that you died too fast and the TTK is too fast. And I agree. But you know why they brought the TTK back is because people that used to play the game during lockdown are going to come back and try it. They need to win fights. They can't win fights. They can't. The TTK is slow. So they made it fast. So anyone can win anything. They might revert the TTK back eventually, but right now they're keeping it pretty low so the normies have a chance. But here we go. We got Vember, TTK too slow. This is a tilted take right here. Definitely rage baiting. 22K views on that tweet, by the way. We got Tim God, not Tim the Tap Man. The one-shot snipers are a big adjustment for me. I keep getting third-partied. Snipe didn't have an issue with the last two BR maps, so this is something I'm trying to get used to. I'm pretty sure in, hold on, drink. The Modern Warfare 2 year of sniping, like when Modern Warfare 2 was out, there was no one-shot snipers. They did make it eventually where you put explosive rounds on, but it killed your bullet velocity so bad, which I'm not gonna lie, it's probably a good trade-off. But there was literally no one-shot sniping in here. And then in Urzikstan they did, but the ranges were quite small. If I remember correctly. TTK and snipers, bro. I knew people were gonna complain about them. Oh, here's a tilted take. This dude says, Streamers are the issue with the newest update. Here we got Chamba Juice. He says, the biggest problem, in my opinion, as for Verdansk back, OG map. They gave us OG everything, from the bad to the good. They should have only taken the positives from the map. Yeah, I had the same exact opinion. I don't think people want OG's Warzone back. I think they just wanted Verdansk back. Player one. Either the TTK needs to be reverted or the movement. In my opinion, you get used to the movement. So many people are camping on rooftops, just waiting for a circle to close. No real engagement unless and during a rotation or I have physically get them out of their camping spot. That is true. Hey, bro, that's Verdansk. That is Verdansk. Grab your snipers, sit on a roof. Grab your bouncing betties, your trip mines, your shock sticks, sit in a room. That is Verdansk, bro. Now, Matthew, this isn't shots at you, bro. I just think it's a tilted take. Here we go. Y'all ready? Buckle up. It's kind of funny. He says, while there's permanent UAVers, they need to change the UAV so it only shows people outside of the radius near you. It will give you an idea of where someone is, but as you get closer, you won't know exact location. I don't think they have any way to combat these cheaters. This change will make it a fair fight. Add a kill streak or a smoke screen 50 meters or so people can move across fields. This offsets the HDR zone. It kind of had something like that kill streak you're talking about in Modern Warfare 3 is a giant smoke screen. Don't know if they'll add that back. Anyway, let's get to the tiltedest take of the day. They need to change the way the UAV works. My brother, I'm gonna inform you on something here. There's this thing called a compass, right? In the middle of your screen, top middle. If I'm not mistaken, when there's gunfires and you're looking in the direction of the gunfire, it has little red dots notifying in the direction of the gunfire, right? You're just trying to dismantle the UAV. Matthew, again, no offense. I'm assuming you're one of those dudes that sit in a bush, sit in the corner, sit somewhere the whole game and don't move until you have to. Don't even get loadout. And you're getting mad that people will have you on UAV because one, your ghost don't work unless you're moving, and obviously you're not moving because you're sitting somewhere. You want them to change the way the UAVs work. All the years caused the tilted take of the day. Anyway, I just thought all that was interesting, and the complaints are already rolling in as we thought they would. I've only played Plunder when it comes to Verdansk, besides a couple of solo, the one solo video I made. I will say TTK way too fast. Revert it back. I do miss the airstreak indicator, but I could probably leave it or take it. Redeploy balloons. If you're gonna put them back in, maybe limit them to like 1 or 2 spots on the map. I think it's fun seeing kind of the vehicle meta come back where you need a car to get around. One-shot sniping, put more sway on the gun. I don't know. But that's about all I got. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Remember to do all the YouTube things by liking it, subscribing, and whatever. Anyway, see you on the next one. Later.